Hello and welcome back everybody to the Dota League season number 4, Awake versus Rave in this 2-game series, and it's going to be game number 2 as well. If you didn't see game number 1, then Awake did win this with just a huge 1-wall combo lineup. Tidehunter, Naga Siren, Enigma, even Elder Titan with the Earth Splitter did quite a lot of work there, to be honest. So Rave, can they come back now and at least tie up the series? I mean, both teams, they are actually pretty damn good, and Division 2 I don't think is the place for them, but there's only a certain amount of teams that can enter Division 1, so a little bit unfortunate for them. In any case, it should be a great game nonetheless. I mean, game number 1, it was pretty tight, with Rave just misplaying some certain situations, and of course, great initiations from Awake as well. Song of the Siren into double man black hole is really all you need, if it's like 30 plus minutes in the game already. Plus, of course, man, double Ravage to follow up by the Tidehunter. It's ridiculously hard to teamfight into that, to be fair. But looks like somebody is having some connection issues, well, at least being rather slow when connecting into the lobby, or not the lobby, the game. It happened in game number 1 as well, just the intro video was a little bit longer for that time, but hopefully he is gonna make it in after all. So Rave, in the chat somebody said as well that they almost always go for the same lineups, and I think that's kind of true, because when I last saw them they were also running like Vengeful Spirit, Centaur War Runner, plus just some heroes. But I guess, I mean, if it works out for you most of the time, why not? And of course, just maybe ban out the Naga Siren. Naga Siren is one of those heroes that if it goes past a certain point and you haven't won the game or you haven't taken Rex or something, it's almost impossible to win the game all of a sudden. Of course, there are certain lineups that can deal with the Naga Siren and whatnot, but even if you can fight against the Naga Siren, with the Naga Siren the main thing is that it might not even come down to blows at all. The game just might kind of be over before, well, not over before, but the game just might be over without any actual fights happening, with just Naga Siren and Illusion split pushing things out. And he still hasn't reconnected, man. Fun times, fun times. Oh, yes, yes, he's connected now. All is well, and all is good, and all is as should be. No, or not, or maybe not. So we have another pause. Okay, wrong button, or what? Yeah, wrong button. Whew! I thought, like, are you kidding me? Everybody's connected. So guys, it's going to be Rave versus Awake, if you didn't hear me from before already. It's game number 2 of this 2-game series. And coming into this, how well can Awake do? Not Awake, Rave that is. Awake, of course, they already showed us that they're definitely a team to just not take lightly. Neither is Rave, of course, but I think most people would have expected Rave to win game number 1. But now, yeah, look at this Rave, straight off Naga Siren ban, not even giving Awake the chance, but Awake banning out the Brewmaster themselves. Just also a hero that's so hard to fight into when he has the primal split at already, and even if not, if you get that rather fast blink there, blink thunderclap already is enough to just set up most kills. But now Razor banned from Awake and Rave, do they ban out the Death Prophet now? Because if they don't, it is likely that Awake will go for it themselves. I mean, just gifting away Death Prophet is never something done easily, and yeah, they ban out the Death Prophet. Rave themselves, having picked it up as the first one last game, they know how strong it can be, but Awake going for a Tidehunter now. I do believe it was the 4th pick for Awake last time around, or maybe even the 5th pick. Could it have been the 5th? I think Enigma was the 4th. Naga Siren was the 3rd. I'm pretty sure they didn't go for the Tidehunter as the 2nd one, or did they? I cannot recall at the moment, to be honest. So I don't know. Whatever, guys. But Jakiro, the first pick for Rave, so Ryor Jakiro coming out most likely. It's a hero player combination that I've seen just completely wreck the enemies. I think there were 2 games in a row where, I think it was Ryor at least, but in any case, where a tri-lane tried to gank Jakiro and it ended up like 3 heroes dying or 2 heroes dying in 2 different games. But Centaur will be the 2nd pick for Rave, so Chris, he's gonna have his Centaur now Awake, going for the Vengeful Spirit for themselves though. So that's gonna mean that there's no Vengeful Spirit for Rave all of a sudden. It's just the go-to support hero for them. It really is. They just play it almost every single time it's open for them. Now though, Lycan banned out from Awake. I guess they're a little bit scared of just pushing coming out. And, well, together with Lycan and Shakiro, they would have been able to just mow down towers rather fast than the Wake so far. With the Tidehunter and Vengeful, they don't have the best kind of just push anyway. Or counter push, that is, I mean. But Rave now, banning out the Spectre as well, taking out some late game heroes, maybe even gonna ban out something like a Medusa, or maybe take out Ogre Magi. Ogre is a hero that can buff up really any core to just be that much scarier in the late game. And Lich, whoa, I don't know, I mean, I guess Lich kind of negates the effect of the Vengeful Spirit's wave of terror, but I don't know, man, is it worth it in that case? I mean, banning out a Lich like that? Rave, of course, they could have gone for like dual lanes, have Centaur, Lich off lane, and Awake, they probably wouldn't have been able to do too much about it. But Mirana, surprisingly enough, is the second ban, and Rave, they're going for a Witch Doctor now as well. So between the Liquid Fire of Chakiro and the Voodoo Restoration of the Witch Doctor to keep your own creep wave alive, it's a pretty nice amount of push, to be honest. It's just a matter now of can they execute it? Do they get enough levels early on Awake? Do they go for some counter pushing heroes now? Maybe even something like a Puck wouldn't be all that bad. Dream Coil, pretty nice against Centaur as well. Not only against Centaur, against the entire team, just because when Centaur uses the Stampede, you might be able to just... Well, just a second, guys. You might be able to knock them down. Or I don't know, I just completely lost my thought. I had to check something for a second. And well, that looks good to me. Looks good to me. Okay, guys, I'm back to casting now. I'm back to casting. No more distractions. No nothing. So for Awake, third pick about to come. What do they go for? I still think a Puck could be a nice just mid laner. Decent counter push with the Illusory Orb. Excellent champion. Silence and Dream Coil will be pretty nice against Rave. And of course just the elusiveness overall. I guess Ice Path is pretty good against Puck as well, because he goes for the phase shift, but you just sit down an Ice Path and it's rather hard for him to escape there. By the way, what other heroes could they go for? Razor, unfortunately, man. I guess you can go for a Viper if you want to. Not too sure if Awake is one of those teams that even run this. No, and Enigma once again, so I guess they really like their Enigma. This time around though, I'd like to see Rave doing something about the Enigma. It is a little bit easier to just block off the camps of the Radiant side, rather than the Dire one, of course. So maybe Rave with their lineup, Paralyzing Cask early, Hoof Stomp from the center, Chakira as well. They have some pretty nice 5-man, or well 3-man at the moment, I guess. So they could go through the enemy jungle and block off the Enigma quite heavily. Because you never ever ever want to have an Enigma free farming. So we'll see what they go for Rave now though. They can even go for aggressive tri-lane if they want to leave Centaur against the Tidehunter in the safe lane. Centaur, of course, it's hard to say who has the upper hand there. Centaur, I've seen Centaurs winning against Tidehunters, although Tidehunters usually just kind of crap on melee heroes. But Centaur, if he's patient enough early on and just with the level 3 double edge, that's when he gets active or something along those lines, he might get the kill. But Ogre Magi was the last pick for Rave, so they're gonna be able to boost up one of their own cores now, and the Wake, of course, unable to go for the Ogre now. Ogre Vengeful Spirit plus any core is just so much extra damage. But not to be, at least not in this game on one side. So we'll see what the Wake go for as their fourth. Now they still need another support. What could it be? Can they go for a... No, I guess Crystal Main is out of the question, having an Enigma already. Vengeful Spirit is going to be a solo support, so they need a mid laner for themselves. I still say go for Puck. Or I guess you could go for something like a Queen of Pain as well. Quite a lot of AoE to follow up the Ravage and the Black Hole. Although I prefer Puck because you also have quite a lot of magic damage. You're so elusive. Plus, man, Dream Coil. You actually have some kind of lockdown as well. And, whoa, a Wind Ranger. Okay, that's fine for me. Man, mid lane Wind Ranger most likely will be the pick here for Awake. Always a fun hero to see. It always is a fun hero to see for sure. And have to change something again. Okay, that's extremely weird now. But Anti-Mage, the last ban for Rave, and Morphling for Awake. So sorry for being a little bit distracted, but we have to set things up, and it seems that one of our streams has been removed from the Join Dota database for some weird reason. So for Rave, what's their last pick gonna be? Are they gonna really go for just all-out mid-game push kind of style? Of course, Anti-Mage and Morphling being banned. Medusa could still be picked for Rave, to be honest. Awake, they don't have any mana burn, no nothing. They could go for a Nyx Assassin, I guess, if they wanted to. Have like a Nyx Assassin mid lane with Wind Ranger, Vengeful safe lane, something along those lines. Just to have some kind of mana burn, because at the moment, there's absolutely nothing. And the Medusa makes sense as well, that the Anti-Mage and Morphling were banned. Now, oh, a Juggernaut? What? What? A Juggernaut pick? Are you kidding me? Okay, just one more thing, Okay, Juggernaut pick for Awake. God, I hate being distracted, but I have to run some organizational things as well at the time, because we have a huge tournament coming in starting today at 16 Central European time. So it's in about 1 hour and 30 minutes. So once I finish this, gonna just set up the other stream fast and start it almost immediately probably. But, man, Awake, do they have enough to deal with the Medusa? That's the question here. Rave, the other 4 heroes apart from the Medusa, they should be at least pretty good in just fighting. So they should be able to create quite a lot of space for the Medusa. And of course Ogre Magi with late game Medusa with Bloodlust, it is ridiculously strong. So Awake, I think they don't want to take this to the late game. If it goes late game, they still have a chance, of course. It's not like they immediately lost or anything, because Rave, apart from the Medusa, Rave ain't that scary in the late game. Although Centaur with enough farm, well, anybody almost with enough farm can be scary. So that's a little bit silly of me to say. But guys, to introduce the lineups to you as well, once again for Awake on the Radiant side this time around, TNT will be playing the Juggernaut, leaving Solotic on the Tidehunter with Noxum on the Vengeful Spirit, Toy on the Wind Ranger, and the last one will be Noki on the Enigma. As for Rave, Rior playing the Centaur, supported at the moment by Cast on the Witch Doctor, with Ninja Boogie on the Ogre Magi, and oh, they're gonna run into 5 now, run back, run, who? Thank God Vengeful Spirit doesn't have the swap yet. So no first blood coming out yet. Awake maybe should have just all stayed behind those trees here. Of course that would have meant that you don't really know what's coming at you, so it might have been a 5-man of Rave in return. Mystic Snake early on against 5 men is actually pretty good. Ninja Boogie, he's just gonna place down a sentry ward. It got pinged out. They don't know exactly where it is and they might not even find it. So it's a pretty nice position, to be honest. I think they're gonna be able to find it if they really want to, but we'll see. But to finish up the Rave lineup, Jo playing the mid lane Medusa, and the last one will be Chrissy on that safe lane Jakiro. And actually Centaur, Witch Doctor, as well as an Ogre Magi. It's a pretty strong tri-lane. And it's up against the dual lane as well. So this time around they went for what I thought that might happen in the first game already. And oh, Chrissy got himself an Illusion Rune as well. Ogre Magi picked up the Bounty Rune, and it's a pretty huge rune to get, to be honest. I mean, I guess like double damage or haste might have been fine as well, maybe even an Invis Rune. But with that, you can just guaranteed get that level 2 a little bit faster, and Ogre Magi with both the Fire Blast and Ignite is a hell of a lot stronger than only one of those. Look at this, Vengeful Spirit already just roaming around. Maybe he wanted to make sure that there's no rotation towards the mid lane early on. I really like how Rave is actually laning this, just because Jakiro should be doing that much better than against Tidehunter than Centaur would. Juggernaut, of course, I think he should be safe on the bottom lane as well, just because he has the Blade Fury, unless he gets like surprise stunned by anything. I guess like Fire Blast into Hoof Stomp into Paralyzing Cask, it's a pretty long stun duration between all of those spells. So it might just be enough with Rior having at least 1 point in the double edge as well at the time. But we'll see. TNT, he's just playing it safe at the moment, staying in XP range, and that's really almost all that could be expected out of him. Noki though already draws a line, doesn't even have Malphite, so I'm not sure where the hell he's going, or maybe Noki, he was like, yeah, I'm gonna farm up this camp as well and then go into the enemy jungle. He might have had that thought process, because at the moment, if he farms up his own jungle, apart from those two camps here, if he wants to come here, or for this camp, or maybe for this even, he's gonna be in so much trouble, just because, well, the supports of Rave might rotate in TNT, taking a lot of damage from the Ignite, as well as the right clicks of Ninja Boogie. He doesn't want to use the Blade Fury without just proper reason for it. It's definitely his escape mechanism here. Although no boots yet, so even with the Blade Fury, can he outrun them? I guess there are no boots on Rave either, so that's a good sign for Juggernaut at least. As a healing ward now as well, gonna help out a little bit in addition. Witch Doctor should be able to right click the healing ward down from long enough range, really, to be honest, but at least it's something. Oh, Cheo. Rather low on mana, so mana shield won't do him all that much good. As Ninja Boogie tried to scout out Noki. Does scout him out as well, but the Eidolon army is there. He gets one last hit at least, Ignite onto Noki. And I guess he's gonna have to be satisfied with that Noki. Doesn't have his Soul Ring though yet. And he's not even that close to it. Out of Clarities, gonna have to run all the way home, and he's not even level 3 yet. So not gonna be the fastest jungling Enigma this time around. Tidehunter drops pretty low on top lane to Shakira, who, well, hasn't taken a single point of damage himself. Still has all the tangos, the healing cell as well. And, well, oh, dual breath connects. He needs the liquid fire as well. No, he's not gonna go and die with this. He does have boots, so maybe could have gone for it, but he is a little bit slower than the Tidehunter is. And look at this long wraparound from Nox. Vengeful Spirit coming in from God knows where. Might be able to catch the Shakira off guard, but Tidehunter being this slow, he can't even help. Doesn't have a single point into Gush either. So Noxum gonna come in, but what's he really gonna do? I mean, just, he's gonna take the harassment himself. And, well, Chrissy gonna apply a liquid fire onto Noxum, just Vengeful Spirit. He had good intentions, but not really being able to do too much. Juggernaut, of course, still just sitting in XP range, or trying to at the very least. He is about to hit level 3, so not doing that hot. So Rave, I think the laning definitely favors them. Mid lane, Medusa is 11 and 0 up against 22 and 15 though. So that might be what hurts them most. A little bit later on. Ninja Boogie just soaking up some XP from Noki's jungle farming. Oh god, just those sneaky plays. Boots as well now for Ogre Magi. And the pinks come out. They're like, oh yeah, he's there. We saw something. We saw a glimpse of him. Or the courier. Oh no, Ninja Boogie, no you didn't. He fire blasted this ogre down. Oh my god. Ninja Boogie, he's just soaking up XP. He's maybe even gonna hit level 3 from this Noki. He doesn't even understand that he's not getting all that much XP, I think. Well, maybe he is, but he can't do much about it. So 4.5 minutes in, Enigma being level 3. It's actually pretty good. And then Ninja Boogie, he got level 3 from this. Oh god. He might have gone too far though. He can eat his way through here, I think. Oh, Nox not gonna find him at the moment. Ninja Boogie. Oh man, it's way too risky. Vengeful Spirit, he sees the trees. They've been cut down, and yeah, he's gonna run his path to Ninja Boogie. Ninja Boogie not eating the trees, at least not in the correct place. Oh, never mind. Now he gets it. And he's gonna run away. Or is he? Malphite, maybe. No, Wind Ranger comes in the wall. Shackle Shot doesn't latch. Body blocking though is there. Magic Missile connects as well. Malphite, not a single point into it, but I think it's the escape anyway. Or is it? Ninja Boogie? He's just so damn tanky. 7 base armor, plus 2 from Cheo's Ring of Aquila there as well. So in the end, nothing happened. So we're 5 minutes in, still no first blood. TNT drops pretty low bottom lane as well, but still has the Blade Fury. Center up to 1.4k gold though, and him getting the fast blink dagger should be able to start creating enough space for Cheo to just catch up on the farm so far. Still about 9 last hits behind the Wind Ranger. Wind Ranger lost a little bit of farming time with just trying to go for that ogre, but of course, so did Medusa, I think. Top lane Chrissy, 34 and 2 compared to a 24 and 1. So last hit wise Tidehunter not doing that bad, although Chrissy just applied so much pressure on the Tidehunter early on. Of course, the pressure is gonna keep on being there, especially once he hits level 6, level 7 rather. has that max out liquid fire. Knocks him, at least stacking up the ancients as well. It's a triple stack by now. So Tidehunter can probably farm it up. Maybe even with the help of Vengeful Spirit, who's only level 2. Oh god, the support's not doing all that well. Noki about to hit level 4 as well. Finally gonna go into the enemy jungle. I really thought he might do that a little bit earlier, but he just waited it out as long as he could, I guess. They even want to go for a kill here. Still no Malphite. Liquid fire onto the tower. Solotic pops the Ravage, catches Chrissy as well. Magic Missile will follow. Or will it? No, the right clicks are there. There's the Malphite, finally comes out. Noki hit level 4 just in time, but there's Cast. Paralyzing Cast, will it be enough with the Voodoo Restoration? Chrissy, he's on the run. One more Anchor Smash, body blocking from Cast. And no first blood yet, but there's the Ninja Boogie coming in with the slow Shackle Shot. Perfectly done onto the Ogre. It's enough for the first blood. Solotic draws it as well. Toy, perfect Shackle Shot with the level 4 power shot to follow. And now Cast out of mana. Voodoo Restoration for like 1 second maybe, but he's just gonna lose his life. So the giveaway 2. Vengeful Spirit almost died there, but they just couldn't go in. Jakiro, he was too low in health to help out there. I think they just should have backed off and have been fine with it. Mid lane Juggernaut, he's just soaking up XP there now up against Jo. Jo really doesn't have any kill threat against Juggernaut, especially when the healing ward is down. But that just means that Chrissy, well, just free Blink Dagger for him, pre 8 minutes. He has enough gold for it already if he wants to finish it up. Ninja Boogie coming back top lane, Ignite onto Solotic. Chrissy is around as well, Liquid Fire, it's coming off cooldown. Ice Path is waiting for it, they don't even need it. There's the Fire Blast. If you right clicks, Ninja Boogie gets the kill. Crack and Chill, not really helpful in that case. But 8 minutes in now, we have 3 kills on the board. Rior still has enough for a blink there. Maybe he doesn't want to pick it up because he's farming the lane anyway and doesn't want the enemies to see that he has the blink dagger yet. Maybe he just wants to like blink TP to some lane. Noki wants to go for a rune. Ninja Boogie though gonna safeguard it for Jo, who finishes up the power threat. Doesn't even have a bottle anyway, but Ring of Aquila and power threat, that's all you need. And wow, Juggernaut went for the Blade Fury. Harassing Rior a little bit, but he's fine. He even has a healing salve if it really comes down to that. Cast comes in. There's the Stampede as well. They know that's a perfect opportunity. Hoof Stomp Double Edge. Even had he not died from the burst, the Maledict level 1 would have even been enough. There's so much burst damage to follow the Maledict. It's crazy. And oh, Solotic, is he gonna burn down? The bottle keeps him alive. Are you kidding me right now? He stays alive as well. He was dropping ridiculously low between like to 10 HP, getting back to 30 and something like that. So thank God for him that the Dual Breath and Liquid Fire are low enough damage over time spells that you can bottle through them. And now, Vengeful Spirit, he's still level 2, about to hit level 3 soon enough, but it's 9 minutes in. Enigma, not a huge threat either, isn't even level 5 yet. Whereas looking at Rave supports, level 4.5 on Ogre Magi, level 5.5 on Cast on the Witch Doctor. Blink Dagger now picked up for Rior as well, together with the Tranquil Boots. Stampede still on cooldown though. And, well, they were just a little bit lucky, I guess, that TNT used the Blade Fury to farm / harass Rior a little bit. And, well, he got punished immediately. Top lane, Vengeful Spirit. They get the kill onto Jakiro. Solotic popped his Ravage as well. The tower did go down though to the Jakiro, so to be honest, it's a worth it trade like that. The biggest thing is though that Vengeful Spirit, he got levels from it. He's level 4 all of a sudden. So that's the biggest deal. But even that, it's not too bad. Oh, the Blink Hoof Stomp Double H to follow as well. TNT, can you Blade Fury Healing Ward? You need to kill the Healing Ward right now. They get it as well. A few more right clicks. Stampede comes out. Do they have enough? I think they do. Yes, the Maledict does bring him down. Noki. Malphite was already used, so can't help out any further. No Black Hole for him to use. Not yet level 6. So nice kill. Took them way more effort than last time around just because Healing Ward and Blade Fury. But they got it in the end, and that's all that matters as Wind Ranger. Is that the Hand of Midas coming out? Oh, yes it is. So Wind Ranger going for the Midas. Going for the similar build as the Death Prophet for Rave went last game. Might be a little bit too greedy, if you ask me, but since Juggernaut has been having a horrible time in 2 deaths, only 4 last hits, I guess Wind Ranger has to be the carry for his team at the moment. While in the meantime, Vengeful Spirit with the Wave of Terror being level 2 and Solotic having the maxed out Anchor Smash. Doesn't have a Stout Shield to tank it up, but I guess it's just fine with backing off. I mean, he has a bottle as well, of course. Another Wave of Terror as center, well, sets up a kill mid lane. I was so focused on just farming the Ancients. Ancients look so tasty. So once he got the Blink there, has been starting to set things up. Tidehunter, after this, I think it was a quad stack of Ancients, has his own Blink Dagger as well. And, well, another 900 gold on top of that as well, so farming extremely well. Number 2, well, making number 3 now, just exchange positions with Medusa. Bottom lane, another kill. Another Blink, another kill. Centaur gets it, so Wind Ranger, he got his hand off Midas, but doesn't make you invulnerable. Nice jump. They really only need like a mini stun to set up the hoof stomp, even if the Windrunner activates the Windrun. I'm just gonna have to keep my eyes on the Centaur. He's setting up kills at so many places. And look at the push. Even Jo, who's not the strongest pusher on the Medusa, he's still going for a tier 1 in the mid lane. And oh, the glyph comes out. So he might not get it, or maybe it's gonna get denied. Although the denied, it's not gonna be in time. So he gets the tower, maybe gonna lose his life. Blink, Solatic has the Blink Ravage, Gush first. Maybe doesn't even need the Ravage. Oh, but the Medusa pops his Stone Gaze. And well, TNT got stoned. There's the Stampede as well for them to disengage. And well, that backfired. 4 people try to go for 1 measly Medusa. Oh, Blink hoofed up off target toy. Just fires a power shot in return. So this tower still will drop down to less than half HP from the liquid fire of Chrissy. It's level 4. Oh, the shackles connect onto cast. No fallout of Stout Shield on the ground. Tango eat, and oh, Solati comes in. Blink, he has the Ravage. He's gonna pop it as well. Catches 2. Yule Scepter up on the Enigma. Chrissy had to finish TNT. Pops his ultimate, but they are tanky enough. Ninja Boogie Fire Blast. Wind Ranger cleans up Rior in the background. 2 nice kills, of course. Getting down Chrissy, who was ridiculously farmed for a Centaur. And Ninja Boogie gonna get Blade Fury down as well, with the Malphite helping out a little bit. So, huge kills for Awake there. Rave underestimating the power of Awake's just initiation. They knew the Blink Daggers and Solatic, and they knew the Ravage was not used in the mid lane to try to go for Jo. And now Chrissy, he got shackled up as well. He does have a Yule Scepter and a TP. Can he use it properly in time though? He's just trying to choke things out, and he's going for the runaway. Does he really want to turn it around? Oh, but Noki comes in with the Malphite Black Hole as well, just to be on the safe side. A few more right clicks, they get the kill, and that is 4 heroes down, without Rave getting anything in return. Maybe mid lane, no, Blink Hoofstomp comes through, Mystic Snake as well, but the swap back, it's still not enough. The Mystic Snake followed him through, it got the bounces perfectly. Double H onto Noxum, maybe, is it even needed, Jo? Mana Shield activated, can't attack up the tower easily. 1 more second for Rior, blinks in forward, Noxum, 1 more right click, never mind, Mystic Snake gets the kill. So make it 7-7 Rave. They get the kill for themselves once again. Centaur just being the initiator part of that. So we're 40 minutes in, kill score is even. Looking at the graphs, well, it used to be a slightly bigger lead, but it's still about a 3,500 net worth lead for Rave. XP, oh, zeroed out though almost from that last fight. A slight lead for Rave, but nothing really worth mentioning even. So, Force Staff also being built on the center Warrunner Chrissy. Most likely going for his own as well, man. Just nothing beats mobility. Yule Scepter was plus Force Staff. You're so speedy. You can just chew through every single time. Maybe even with the Force Staff escape the Ravage if the Yule Scepter isn't enough. Yule Scepter, oh, Ice Path to wait for Juggernaut as well. They're going to win. Hoofstomp is there. A nice swap once again. Paralyzing Gas just not enough. Can they turn it around? Your Malphite stops him a little bit. But with the Stampede, they get out, the tower gets destroyed, not even denied, with 4 heroes of Awake being there. Awake, they were so tunnel visioned of just going for the kills. And Jo in the meantime, not pushing the hardest, but at least some damage done to the tier 2. And Chrissy, he is still hanging around bottom lane. They got the tier 2, but they're still hanging around here. Rior getting healed up by cast ever so slowly with a level 1 Voodoo Restoration. And Chrissy, not Chrissy, what am I saying? Just, I cannot multitask for the life of me. And well, the courier, what is he bringing out? A Force Staff for Rior, so this center is pretty damn mobile. Medusa, number 1 in net worth, has a lifesteal even, just early Helm of the Dominator. Are they gonna find Noki and Solatic? They have the black, never mind, Black Hole is on cooldown, but they have the Ravage, Blink, Gush onto Jo, but with the Mana Shield, it's just so damn strong. And Rior, can you get Force Staff, Blink, Hoofstomp connects onto Solatic, Double H as well, they need a little bit more, Fire Blast is there, Shackles will connect onto the center. There's the power shot as well, but no Black Hole. Yule Scepter's up, oh, TNT, never mind, level 1 Omni Slash, not all that scary. Chrissy He's going to get Noki into Macro Fire. They need a little bit more Fire Blast. Will be enough. And now Ryor, another blink in the Death Ward. Oh god. He just killed himself with the double edge more or less in the Midnight Pulse. But slow one to Toy. Ice Path's barely off target. Toy, can he turn it around? 2 low 1 mana. A Mystic Snake as well. Multicast with the Fire Blast. Now knocks him on the run on the Vengeful. You'll Scepter it up. Ice Path to follow. Level 3. And well, another easy kill for them. Swap through, but there's no escape. And oh, what can you say? A Siege Creep Wave is at the tier 2. Liquid Fire to come out as well once again. It's going to be a tier 2. Excellent fight for them. Only losing the center who more or less suicided. He really didn't need to go for that. But, well, it's 8-12 now. Rave, they were faltering for that one fight in the bottom lane. I guess you can't even call it a fight as Rave were just trying to disengage and got picked off. But suddenly, back to 7,500 net per fleet. About 4k in XP as well. Looking at the items. Well, Toy, he has had the Hand of Midas. Maelstrom will be finished soon enough as well. But it's not all that scary. And the Juggernaut, just boots, magic wand, and pretty much nothing. 1, 4, and 1. 18 last hits only. Enigma, of course, has the mech at least. So that's a good point. Solitic has had the blink there for quite some time. But it's not enough, of course. Ravage and Black Hole, the team fight Rave, just they don't have as strong of one. But the thing is, away, can they catch them properly? Oh, Toy, cast, he even saw him, does make it so that he won't get stunned up. Ice Path, maybe wait for Toy. There's the Ule Scepter cast, cancels his own TP as well. Ice Path, maybe even Death Ward. Nope, just Maledict up, double edge. They get the kill cast, wasting a TP. And in the meantime, Cheyo, oh man, with the Stone Gaze, he escapes. Ninja Boogie brings down the Vengeful Spirit. A multicast onto Noki as well. They need a little bit more Ice Path. Catches too, but the Healing Ward keeps them alive. Hoofstomp does make sure of the kill though. They kill the Healing Ward. Ninja Boogie gets the slow one to Solitic as well. In the background, TNT. Blade Fury does a lot of damage to 3 heroes, but it's not going to be enough. And that's GG well played. Awake. They have to bow out already, Rave. They were just so damn aggressive. Look at this Ancient stack as well. Oh god. So that's GG called. Rave. They just show their teeth in game number 2 and take this pretty damn fast. So as most joined the league games, they end up in a 1-1 tie, guys. So a little bit unfortunate, of course, but that's how it goes. So this is going to be it for us for the day. HeflaTV 1, I think, is still going with something. I'm not too sure. Yes, they're casting Mineski versus G-Guard, Mineski versus ABC, or, well, Winter's team. Let's say Mineski versus Winter's team on twitch.tv/HeflaTV1. I'm gonna host this channel over to that anyway as well. So guys, thank you so much for tuning in. I do hope you enjoyed, and if you did, be sure to follow us as well on our social media to know when we're going live, with what games, on what channels, because we're casting on multiple platforms depending on the tournament and whatnot. So check us out on HeflaTV on both Facebook and Twitter. And for me, I'm Coucher everywhere pretty much. If you want to follow me, leave me some feedback. But for now, it's it for me. See you guys a little bit later on for our other tournaments.